Hey guys! For those who are new here, my name is Sheetal and I make plant related and health related content on my channel. Welcome to my channel. Today I am in my balcony, which is northwest facing, and it gets moderate sunlight. Some part of it gets direct sunlight and some of it gets bright indirect light. So I am here today with an outdoor plant. If you are looking to add a plant in your home which will give you delicious and beautiful fragrance through its flowers, then you are at the right place. I'm going to show you that plant today, and I'm going to tell you how to take care of that plant and how to make it bloom also. If you have that plant at your home and you're struggling to make it bloom, then you must watch this video. I'm going to tell you 3 tricks to make this plant bloom. So without any further delay, let's get started. So friends, I was talking about this beauty, jasmine. If you can see, it's currently blooming, and the blooms it gives, it has fabulous fragrance. I just love the fragrance. It just mesmerizes me. It's really beautiful. And today I'm going to talk about everything of this plant. First we'll know little bit more about this plant. After that we'll see its care, what kind of soil it needs, what kind of watering needs it has, then what kind of light it needs, then how to propagate it, then how to fertilize it, and most important, I'm going to talk about how to make it bloom. I'm going to tell you the tricks how to make the plant bloom. If you have jasmine at home and it's not blooming right now, then I will tell you how to make it bloom. So let's know a little bit more about this plant. This plant is from tropical warm regions of Australia, Europe and Asia. It's popular for its flowers. These flowers have many different uses. They are very popular. They are well known for its vibrant fragrance. These flowers are used for decoration purpose. If you are from India, then you might have seen women wearing these flowers in their hair. Many pharma and cosmetic companies use these flowers to make medicines and cosmetics to treat different skin diseases like skin rash, then dark spots, pimples, different skin problems. Then many beauty companies use the petals of these flowers. They will crush the petals and they will use that fragrance to make soaps, oils, then moisturizers, creams and many other beauty products. And let me tell you, this is not the only one variety jasmine has. It has more than 200 species. Jasmine plant grows in the form of shrub, erect or vines, creepers. There are many different varieties and many different types of plants it has to offer. And about flowers also, I have this type of flower. There are many other varieties, many other species which has different looking flowers. They start from like 5 petals, then 7, 9. The flower I have, it has so many petals. So and smell is awesome. So this is little bit of information of this plant. If you know little about the plant, then it becomes easier for you to take care of the plant. So first I'm going to talk about its soil requirement. It needs well-drained, fertile soil which has pH level from 4.9 to 8.3. Jasmine is little bit more on heavier side of feeding. You need to feed it more often and regularly. So it needs fertile soil and it has to be well drained. But at the same time, it loves moist soil. So you have to balance the potting mix, which will drain out quickly, but it will retain little bit of moisture. The soil mixture I use for this plant, it has garden soil, more quantity of compost, rice husk and coco peat. Coco peat retains moisture. Then at the same time, rice husk make the soil porous and well drained. And compost, as I said, this plant loves heavy feeds, so I use compost as well. More quantity of compost in the soil, and keep the soil clean all the time. If you see any dead leaves falling on the soil, then remove it, which will cause fungus fungal infections in your soil, so it's better to remove the dead leaves and dead flowers from the soil. So this was about the soil requirement this plant has. Let's move on to the light requirement. You can keep jasmine indoors as well. This loves bright light. If you are keeping jasmine indoors as an ornamental plant, then just don't forget to keep it next to the window where it will get enough of bright indirect light, because it loves bright light. If you will keep it little bit away from the window, then it's not going to thrive that well, it will not do well. So always keep it next to the window where it will get proper light. It loves bright light. And if you are keeping it outdoors, then it's really good because it thrives in bright direct sunlight. If you give it proper 4 to 6 hours light, then it's great for this plant. It will thrive, it will grow a lot. I keep my plant outdoor in my balcony, which is west facing, so this plant gets proper 6 hours full sunlight and it's doing great at my place. So this was about the light requirement of jasmine. Let's move on to the watering requirement. As I said, I keep it in the balcony outside where it gets bright light and bright direct light. So I water it every day. Every early morning I water this plant. Why I water early morning, I'll tell you about that also later on. If you are keeping it indoors, then please do check its soil before watering it. Don't water it irregularly. Water it regularly, not daily but regularly. Check its soil before watering, and don't first start overwatering and then go for underwatering. Don't do that, it will give a lot of stress to your plant. So water it regularly, but check its soil. Don't overwater it, it will cause root rots and the plant will die. I keep it outdoors, and I will tell you why I water it in the early morning, because right now it's summertime and it stays in 6 hours bright direct sunlight. So if I water the plant in the morning, it will get strength to stay in that bright direct light throughout the day. So I water it in the morning. That was the first reason. Second reason is whole day my plant stays outside in bright direct harsh sunlight, and which makes its soil really hot. If I water it in the evening, that heat will go to the roots through water and it will give a shock to my plant's roots, which I do not want. So I water it in the morning. And the third reason why I water this plant in the morning, not only this plant, I water all my outdoor balcony plants in the morning only, because whole day the soil gets dried out, the soil gets time to dry out, and my roots, they don't sit in the water, they are not continuously in the moisture, which can cause fungal infections. So I prefer to water my plant in the morning. But if you don't have time to water it in the morning, then it's totally fine to water your plants in the evening. Whenever you get time, you can water your plants. It's always better to water them than never. So I am telling you my point of view why I water them in the morning. But really, you don't have time in the morning to water your plants, you can definitely go and water them in the evening. So there is no any problem about it. This was about watering. Let's talk about fertilizing. I fertilize my plant regularly because it needs heavy feed, and it's growing continuously, so it needs heavy feed, and I fertilize it properly. Every 15 days I fertilize this plant, and it's doing great. Sometimes I use liquid fertilizer, sometimes I use compost, and I don't use any chemical fertilizers. As I said in my earlier videos also, I don't use any chemical fertilizer. I go for compost and natural fertilizers. So I fertilize it every 15 days because it needs heavy feed. And if you are having a jasmine at your home, then you should also fertilize it regularly. Let's talk about its propagation now. You can propagate jasmine through its seeds. You can get the seeds from market, and you can start growing the seeds. Once the seedling grows, then start watering it moderately, and later on let it grow a little bit, then transfer it to the bigger pot and let it grow. And once it reaches till this height, 1 feet, around 1 feet height, then you can start fertilizing your plant and fertilize it more often. And another way of propagating this plant is by stem cutting. If you can see, my pot has many plants in one pot, like 1 2 3 4 5 6. I have 6 stems inside one pot. I have propagated this plant using stem cuttings only. I grew it first with stem cutting. I got a cutting from somebody. I started growing it and I started propagating it. Once it started growing taller, I started pruning the plant and I just pushed those cut stems inside the soil, and now they are growing. They are doing great. So this was about propagating. So I guess I am done with all the points about its care. Now I'm going to talk about the tricks which I was talking earlier to make your jasmine bloom. If you have jasmine at home and it's not blooming, then these tricks will be helpful for you. First important thing is, while feeding, just do check if your fertilizer is rich in nitrogen and phosphorus. It loves fertilizers rich in nitrogen and phosphorus, so go for those fertilizers. That's the main important point to make your jasmine bloom. It loves phosphorus and nitrogen rich food, so go for those fertilizers. That was the first point. Second point, if you are growing your jasmine indoors, then there are very less chances of its blooming. There are very few varieties which bloom indoors. So if you are growing them indoors, then keep it next to the window or keep at such place where it will receive little bit of direct sunlight at least. Or else, if you have outdoor space available like your balcony where it will receive direct sunlight, then it's well and good. Keep it in the direct sun. It's definitely going to bloom. Then third most important part is pruning of this plant. Once the particular branch of the plant is done with blooming, then just prune that branch. Cut it, like soft pruning. I'm not talking about hard pruning, I'm talking about soft pruning. Once you prune that particular branch, suppose this branch is done with blooming, which is not, I'm just giving you example. If it is done, then I will prune it from here. What will happen once you prune your plant's branch? It will release growth hormone and it will induce branching to your plant, and new branch will come with new blooms. So these were the 3 tricks which I was talking about, which will make your jasmine bloom. So you just follow these tricks. If you have jasmine at home and it's not blooming, you just follow these tricks and your jasmine will definitely bloom. So friends, I am done with talking all the important points about this plant, how to grow it, how to care it, how to propagate it, and how to make it bloom. So I am done with all the points and it's time to say goodbye. But before that, let me remind you, if you like my video, then do give a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I know many of you just watch the video and just leave. So don't do that. Please subscribe and give a like. If you don't like, then feel free to dislike it. And I will be sharing my Instagram ID on the screen. You can follow me on Instagram as well. Thank you so much. Those who have already done all these things, thank you so much. And I will see you in the next video with different topic, with different plant. Till then, bye. See you. Take care. Bye bye.